Here we are at the end of our 4-night stay in Wade Cottage. If you haven't already seen it, check out our walkthrough of Wade Cottage.
Yeah, it was a nice day.
Today we are going to Rylstone and Kandos on our way home to have a bit of a look around because we've been recommended to stop and have a look at Rylstone. It's quite nice and we're going to look forward to a drive through the country.
We are.
So we'll catch it on the road. Let's explore. Such a pretty little town, really. Up until 3 months ago, that wood fire oven that I just showed you was being used by the previous owners. There's now new owners who also have a bakery in Kandos, and they bake in Kandos and just use this as an outlet now. But how cool, 3 months ago that fire was wood fire oven, hence the name, was still being used. Well, that bakery was actually a total bust. Nothing lived up to the expectation. But Rylstone, on the other hand, is quite pretty. Hotel. It's now heritage accommodation, hairdressing, and yum cha and tea house. Catholic church. Lots of the towns out here seem to be carrying on life as normal. COVID hasn't hit out here for a while. There is still, you've got to sign in, you've got to do all that stuff, but we've not had to wear masks anywhere. We've had them ready to go. We've washed our hands going into most premises and stuff. But as I said, markets and all those sorts of things are going on. They do still adhere to wanting to keep social distancing and all of that, but life is pretty much back to normal. Rylstone lolly shops. What did it used to be, Phil?
It used to be a sample room.
What's a sample room?
The stuff would arrive by train, cloth and other things, and they'd be picked up from the station on a horse and cart and brought down here and laid out, and the local merchants put in orders for what they wanted.
Cool. And it also served as the supper room for dances held across the road at the garage. One of the locals just walked past and told me everything's usually open by now. Beautiful old houses. Even the police station's still in an old building. Old Holden. Good nick.
Yes.
There you go, it's even got the postcode. Here in Australia we just have 4 numbers for our postcodes. Kandos, yeah, really just a little country town.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, I did see a sign to Wollemi National Park.
Where's that?
It's just down there. Phil was saying he thinks back in the day when he had his business that he may have come out to Kandos to do a breakdown. We've decided that seeing as our to-do list for today has been complete, we're gonna head out and check out Wollemi National Park and see what's out there. What do you reckon, Phil?
Yep, never been there, so let's have a look.
For those of you who don't know, a few years ago, like 90s, wasn't it? Mid-90s? Something like that. They discovered a species of pine that was growing in this one particular part of the forest or the bush. Well, people don't know the location of where these Wollemi pines are growing. I know during the bushfires last year there was a whole heap of concern that they could lose the pines, but they saved the natural ones. They do have lots of them now. You can buy them commercially because they've propagated them and all of that and growing them in nurseries around New South Wales, but there is still some that were growing where God planted them, hidden safe in the Australian bush. just got to the what looks like picnic and camping ground for Wollemi National Park. It's absolutely stunning through here. We're just trying to figure out where we are, how we can get to Lithgow, and what we can see while we're here. Basically, we're just going to have a bit of a look around. The rock formations are so amazing. Camp and picnic grounds. Our initial observations of the area is there's lots of bush camping. You do have to pay. There's a beach and waterside stuff that we get to check out, and amazing rock formations everywhere.
Lovely walk there.
Found a rock painting. I'd say there were a few here once, some of them are faded. So there's lots of little information signs on the Dabby Walk. Gives you information about the river and the hand paintings and the wildlife. Can you hear the waterfowl? It's just so amazing down here. We were just talking to a guy back at the river who was swimming with his kid, or watching his kids swim, and he was saying that it cost him $70 for the week to bring his family down and camp. Sounds pretty amazing. If, like us, you don't come prepared, you can hire canoes. Good. So tell us about Southern Cross Kayaking.
Yeah, we're Southern Cross Kayaking and we're based out here at Ganguddy-Dunns Swamp, about half an hour drive east of Rylstone. It's a beautiful little waterway, as you can see. Down this direction it twists and turns along the river through some really big sandstone gorge country with big cliff lines on either side, and it leads down to a dam. Paddling, it takes about an hour to get there and back. Up the other direction it twists and turns, and a bit more open country and a bit more distant views off to the mountains in the background. It's just a stunning little waterway.
Oh, we came here by accident, well, not accident, but happen chance, and blown away really.
Yeah, it is. It's really spectacular. Some nice walks. It's a beautiful lookout up there, the Pagoda Lookout, which has got views over the Wollemi Wilderness to the east.
Okay. So how far away would that be?
From here it takes about 25 minutes to get to the top of that, and about 25 minutes back. You could continue that and walk on down past the dam and have a look at the other side of the dam. And there's what we call the Long Cave as well, which is a big overhang cave, like a wave rock.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep. And you guys have been here for 9 years?
Yeah, this is our 9th season.
Wow. Bit of a hard place to spend your summer, really, isn't it?
It's pretty tough. It's a pleasure. We just like to share the place with visitors and see people having a good time.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad we went when we did, because it's getting quite hot out there. Back in the car, we headed to Rylstone for a quick bite of lunch at the pub before two happy campers headed back to Blackheath. Hope you enjoyed our video today. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button, ring that little bell so you'll be notified of our upcoming videos. As always, Thanks for joining us. Travel brilliantly. Bye. If you want to see more of our Mudgee road trip, check out the playlist or the video just for you.